Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. In a recent talk with you, I suggested 8 questions you might ask and answer that can deepen a relationship. I think I called it getting intimate. Anyway, it's gotten one of the highest number of views that I've had recently. So here are 14 more such questions for if you're trying to get more intimate. I don't mean sexually. You're trying to you're dating somebody or wanting somebody to be a close friend. The previous set of questions was broadly applicable, and of the following, the first 8 are especially well suited to people who like to ask and answer personally probing questions, and the second 6 questions are for those who like intellectual questions. Of course, you're not going to want to ask a lot of these questions in one conversation, maybe never. This is just a master list to draw from. Start with one question, listen carefully to the response, the verbal and the nonverbal response, and proceed accordingly. First, here are the 8 personally probing questions. These questions are increasingly personal, so in a new relationship, you might want to try maybe one of the first 2 before considering whether to move on to one or more of the other questions. And here are the 8 questions. Is there anything you believe that goes against the grain of conventional wisdom? What do you want? What do you really want? Is there something you're embarrassed about having done that you're willing to share with me? Have you ever thought about committing a felony, even if you wouldn't actually do it? If you were giving a 1-minute talk to your identical twin about sex, what would you say? What are you most scared of? What are you most insecure about? And finally, what's the most personal question you'd like to ask me? Now let's turn to the intellectual questions. These questions are presented in the order that would likely yield the most interesting answers, but depending on who you're speaking with, you might well want to start with a question that's further down the list. The first of these 6 is, what's your definition of the life well led? What's your philosophy of work? What's your philosophy of health? This is a long one. Capitalism leads to net good, but yields too many big losers. In contrast, socialism reduces destitution, but inhibits competition and the desire to produce and to innovate. Does that argue for a mixed economy? Is the world better served if most of its populace believes in God as traditionally defined, an omniscient, omnipotent, benevolent deity? And finally, what's an intellectual question that you'd like to ask me? In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.